up, everybody? This is Magchop Kenny, and you're watching The Third Rail.
Where the power is.
And that's when the bass go boom, 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 boom.
What's up, everybody? This is Magchop Kenny. Thanks for jumping on The Third Rail with me today. This is The Third Rail radio show where the power is. Let's go. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the show. Thanks for being here with me. I'm really excited to be back. I missed last week. I had a lot going on. Was not able to come through the studio. But I'm back this week, and I got a really great guest who everybody knows, doesn't need a big introduction, but I'm going to give him one anyway. He is an actor of one of the most iconic films of the 80s. He ran a VIP TV down here and was one of the biggest producers of content, and basically had a studio that everybody at least ran through once to be able to produce something down here. I got the one and only Joe Rubbo in the house with me today. What's going on, Joe?
Hey, buddy.
Welcome
Thank you.
to The Third Rail. You jumping on it.
Great being here, brother. Great being back on the air with you again. It's been a while.
Heck yeah, man. Heck yeah. So obviously you guys know, and if you don't know, we did the 6 Borough together, so we were part of the Borough Boys. We're looking for Nico. Nico, where you at?
Hope he's listening, that bum.
I'm sure he is. Joe, you've done so much in the industry. You've done so much down here. Being a part of such an iconic film, every time I've had you, I've actually got to work with Joe now. Finally, we did. Even though we're not in the scene, we're in the scene together, but we were not filmed together, which is a trip because he plays
on camera. It looks like we're in the scene.
yeah, he plays an FBI agent, and he's we got him to play an FBI agent, and then his character is basically watching my character, which I'm the attorney for Tyler Gallant. This is for Rise of the Hustler, a film that we did a sizzle world for. Now hopefully they get the funding to finish this film.
Yeah, it was fun to make. It was late night, and we had a good time. We had a really good time doing it down in Miami Beach.
Down in Miami.
Yeah.
And then we were on what's his name, Sykes, Rick Sykes' boat.
Right.
And then we had Joe had this little van. No, that's a different. So that picture, we're gonna get to that.
Yes.
This is really interesting because not only has Joe lived quite a life in the entertainment industry, Joe lived a life that a lot of people don't know, that this guy was like pretty much a made guy. So, am I allowed to say that, Joe? I don't know.
You said it. It don't matter.
It's out there. Hey, well, if he gets whacked, I'm sorry. No. Joe's actually had to go to college.
Yeah. The book is basically about my growing up. My life was like three different lives. I grew up with my family in the restaurant and deli business. Italian family, close family. Then in a really young age, I got into the acting business, so I grew up in that business. And then as I got older, I grew up around the mob. So I had a little taste of everything, and the book brings it all together.
And basically puts glues all the pieces of your life together.
All into perspective. Names have changed to save the innocent and the guilty.
Yeah, you can't have can't go putting people out there.
No,
I leave that to me. I do that all the time.
Yes,
you got to warn me. You got to tell me, hey, listen, you can say this, you can't say that.
And the picture that you saw was behind the scenes of the book cover that Kenny designed and did for us. There that picture there, yeah.
So let me tell you, with my goofy face. So let me tell you, I had a lot of fun. Joe came to me and said, hey, I'm writing a book about my life. Are we allowed to say the name of the book?
Yeah.
Before I throw it out there.
Go ahead. Yeah.
You could go ahead and announce
No, but I basically told you that that's what it's about. It's about me growing up, and it brings you probably almost up to date, through the VIP TV era and my last trip to college, and that's where. Well, actually, the book starts with me coming out of this time.
Walking out, yeah.
Yeah, right.
Be careful how you phrase that.
Yeah.
And we're getting out, not coming out.
You're starting already. I knew you were going to start.
Here we go.
But I don't want Donna Montrose, the writer, to get too mad at me for giving too much out. She'll beat both our butts.
Let me tell you. So the story of the book is really amazing. We're not going to get into it. The name of the book is, can I say it right?
Yeah.
Suicide Watch. And let me tell you, the story and getting to know Joe over the last few years and knowing his story, when I met Joe, I was just starting in the entertainment industry. He was running VIP TV. And I swear I was probably like a gnat just flying around him all the time. Like, hey, what
My
you got
boy
going?
was at every event, and I knew he was going to be there. The biggest supporter I've had, and I'm the same for him. I'll do anything for this guy.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, definitely. And so over the years, I got to know him. You know, when he went away to college, I, you know, as soon as he got back, you know, first thing that we did was have lunch, and he said to me, he said, I'm done with college.
I'm well educated.
Well educated, I'm done.
Yeah.
And so, you know, then we got into the Sixth Borough together, and he actually got on the show first and then brought me on.
Yes.
You know, and
As
this
a
was
guest.
this was the camaraderie that developed as our friendship just grew from. It's been almost 10 years now.
Yeah.
You know,
At least
friendship.
10 years. 2014, or maybe sooner than that. Yeah.
Yeah. And so, Joe, let me ask you, in challenging writing this book, it had to be quite a bit of challenge because you had to probably really dig deep into everything to be able to, you know, you got to be able to tell a story. How did you go about, like, first of all, how did you start the idea of writing the book, and then what got you to go into?
Well, when I was away the last time, I said I have to bring this story out because nobody's going to believe all that's happened to me. I know everybody thinks they have an idea for a book, but I mean,
Yeah.
the stuff that's in here is going to amaze everybody. And Donna Martouche, the writer, for some reason I picked her. So many people approached me because I put it out there. I'm looking for somebody to help me write a book. What do I know about writing a book? People will just start writing. No, I'm not a writer. You know what I mean? I can tell a story better than anybody, but I'm not a writer. And she just brought it out of me. I mean, we would talk 3-4 times a week, a couple of hours, and the questions she would ask me, I'm like, why is she asking me that? And then I realized later, like, wow, she's really going to put you into what she's talking about.
Oh, wow.
Like, she's asking me, like, what did it smell like in that room? And then when I
Oh,
was
wow.
talking about it, it brought me right back to the
that
room.
makes sense.
Yeah, yeah.
That makes sense.
Like, everything smells like Fabuloso when you're in in prison.
Yeah. Fabulous.
So
And that smell good
every
stuff.
time I smell Fabuloso, I'm like, oh. I picture the cell block. So, I mean,
The class.
but I had to get somebody to write it because, like I said, I'm not a writer. And she brought it out, and I can't wait to see it. I mean, it's been a while, but we've been taking a lot of breaks because it's my fault now. I said, let's just wait till the end of the year to put it out.
Yeah.
And that's what we're going to do. You know why.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, no.
And let me tell you, this is something you definitely want to watch for. You want to look for.
Right.
Hopefully, we can finish. We can do Rise of the Hustler. You're originally from the Bronx, New
Originally
York.
from the Bronx, New York. Then I went to school up in Westchester County, New York. And I've been down Florida since 1990.
Let me tell you, I guarantee this. What is the most Florida weird thing, the most Florida thing that you think about? When you think about South Florida, I think about the animals that live here and the things that I've experienced, right?
Oh, yeah, the lizards. If I saw that growing up right where you in Chicago, you ever see a lizard?
No,
And I just
no.
walk by. People come down and visit me. I'm like, what is that?
Yeah. You know, and I was talking about that. My first show, I actually was talking about some of the things that I've experienced when I moved down here. You know, seeing a alligator for the first time out in the wild. You know,
Yeah.
Just all the different nature things. And now it's getting hot. And let me tell you, for those of you guys who are in South Florida, if you're visiting South Florida or if you've moved to South Florida, take it from me. This is not hot yet, and it's hot.
No, and they're warning everybody that
Yeah,
it's hot.
this
It's
is
nothing.
like Florida's preheating.
Yeah.
And so now we got the heat coming that's extreme, and then you have mosquitoes. And these mosquitoes, listen, off does not work for mosquitoes. out
Nothing
here.
works.
Nothing works. They drink off. Yeah, look, they enjoy it. It's it's like a beverage for them.
Yeah, the mosquitoes are crazy down here. I even in my house, my last house, I had 4 of those bug machines, one on each side.
Zapping
it sounded like a symphony, and they're still coming like crazy.
You know, I got to tell you, I had this this crazy situation in my house one time, where I had a cat, and my freaking cat.
You
passed
told me,
away,
yeah.
man, yesterday, Maya, my cat. But I had a cat, and one day I was sleeping. My kids wake me up, and they're like, "Bobby, Maya's fighting a really big lizard," and I'm like, "Oh, okay, she'll kill it." And I know I went back to sleep, and my daughter comes and is like, "Bobby, Maya's fighting a really big lizard. She's bleeding," and I'm like, "What?" So I get up, I walk out there, and sure enough, my cat's rolling around on the floor with this lizard, and it looked like one of those curly tail lizards, you know, the newer ones. And I'm like, man, but it's a decent size. And I'm looking at it, She's fighting it. I mean, it looked like a cartoon. They're rolling around the house and everything. So finally, they kind of separate, and I whacked the thing with a broom.
What was
It
it?
was a baby alligator.
I knew you were gonna say that.
Yeah, it's a baby alligator. It was like that big.
And it was putting up a fight.
And it was putting up a fight with my cat. So I killed it. And I was like, man, how the heck did an alligator? There's no water around my house.
Right.
So I went outside because I'm like, okay, well, maybe this thing's got a mother. Maybe there's a sewer, something.
yeah.
I mean, the things that were going through my mind. So I walk outside, and I look in the yard, and it looks like there's a hand on the floor. It was like an eagle's talon or something, like, like a bird of prey. So I'm guessing is that bird grabbed that gator.
And brought it there.
And was flying, and it bit the leg off and fell. And it fell in my yard and walked into the house.
What's the luck?
I mean, but that's...
And your
this
cat
is Florida.
fought with it.
So if you're moving down here, if you're thinking about moving down here, like me and Joe did, this is what you can start expecting.
Baby alligators fighting with your cat.
Oh, yeah. So, Joe, you had a very adventurous week. You're a father-in-law now.
Yes, my daughter got married last weekend, and Nico, thank you for DJing the wedding. It was a great wedding.
Nico.
It was a small wedding, but it was great. Great guy, great family.
And, it's a trip. It's like when you go to these venues and everything, they want you in and out, man.
I've never been pushed through the wedding. Well, I'm eating the main course. Next thing I know, they're putting the cake in front of me. Bride cuts the cake. Groom, wait, I didn't even finish my steak yet.
They walked her up the rail. They were,
Yeah.
come on, hurry up.
And I went to the bathroom to go to the bathroom, and I come back, and these wedding planners, they were Gestapos. Where are you going? You got to tell us where you're going. You got to do the daddy-daughter dance. So my daughter's waiting for me, and I walk in. I was coming out of the bathroom, and there she was waiting for me. Oh, my God.
Like, hey, what are you doing?
I twisted my ankle doing the Darandelle. Everybody was turning me around.
Man.
But it was a great wedding. I wish you could have been there.
Yeah. I couldn't make it. I've been doing so much. I filmed recently.
Right.
And I got to do a
You're
fight
always
scene.
filming.
Yeah. I'm always trying to do something. I'm actually going to do a film with my daughter. She's there. The production company that does her plays. The guy the teacher at her school, or drama school, or whatever.
Wow.
They're doing a short film, and so they were like, "Hey, would you mind being in?" I'm like, "Yeah,
Hell yeah.
the heck
Well, your
yeah,
daughter,
if you're
that's
my
a
daughter."
dream.
Yeah,
That's a dream.
Well,
You're
cool.
going to be in the documentary for the movie, and then we're going to do a sizzle reel for the book. So
Yeah, I see
that's
that.
going to be something else. Yeah.
We got a lot of things that we're going to be doing. Joe, I mean, I'm really excited about everything that you've got going on.
Yes.
The book with us, with planning we've got some stuff in the works that Joe and I have been working on.
Yes.
And then we have an event coming up, a networking event.
And that is?
That is on June 2nd. We're going to be doing this networking event. I'm really excited about it because we're doing something that no one has ever done before. Where I'm literally I've reached out to directors, I've reached out to music producers and movie producers to put them together and say, listen, why don't we start making, like, you remember Rocky, Eye of the Tiger,
Right.
was made for Rocky, for the movie Rocky.
Right.
And so I think that so many movies now, they're just using like whatever's popular. Whatever music popular, whatever artist is popular.
They don't do the specially made music
Right.
anymore.
And so a lot of these bands that maybe, listen, I mean, what happened? That's why you don't see any more one-hit wonders.
Right, like
Because they don't
Officer and a
have that.
Gentleman, that song was made for Officer
Oh,
and
yeah.
Gentleman. Yeah,
That's
they don't
right,
they don't
that's
do
right.
that anymore.
See, and so I'm putting this together. And so if you are in the music business, if you're an artist or a producer, or if you're a director, if you're in the entertainment industry at all, come to this mixer because I have a lot of different people coming. It's going to be in Oakland, and in Sunrise, City of Sunrise, on Oakland Park and Hiatus at a place called Lombardi's. Pizza there is phenomenal.
Baisan's place.
Yes, it's going to be an amazing.
But the point he's trying to make is that he's putting the artists together with the directors and producers so they can make music for the movies.
Yes.
So this is a big chance for you, artists, to come out there.
Absolutely. And then if you want to be an actor, there's going to be directors out there, producers out there. This will be a great time for you to network and meet with people. And I know a lot of people say, "Oh man, it's a Sunday night."
That's okay.
That's okay. I feel like if you're serious about,
It's not going to be a late night.
Yeah.
It'll be late when you guys leave. We're going to hang out, but
oh yeah, oh yeah, listen. If you're down for after parties, it'll be the place to be.
Yeah.
But I definitely want to be able to put people together like that because I think that for me, networking is where it was. I mean, there's
That's
not
how
a
we
lot of
met.
events. Yeah,
We met at a networking event.
absolutely. And let me tell you, you put on some of the best ones.
Yeah, that was a good one. The one at the Mars Studio, was it, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, that's where that, on Mars. And I actually invited Johnny, so I'm hoping that he comes
Yeah.
through. That'd be great if he comes down. I really feel like there's such power in networking. You can network yourself. I feel like networking can open doors that maybe diplomas can't.
Right, brings people together.
Yeah, and so
And through your show now, you could bring more people together.
Oh yeah, definitely. But I got to get you back on here again with Nico. We're gonna come. We got to
back.
sit here and have a good time
This
one day.
2025 is going to be a very, very busy year for us.
Oh yeah, we're setting all the stage, laying the foundation now. Speaking of laying foundation,
Maybe Freddie will have us come back for the summer. Maybe he'll give us a good deal. Come back this summer.
yeah, we'll have to
just
talk
put him
to
on the
Freddie
spot,
about
look
that. Let's throw Freddie right down to the bus. Where's Nico? Nico, if you're listening, send you much love, brother. So we're going to be right back after these messages. Take a quick break, so don't go away. Stay tuned.
Welcome to AMP2 TV, the first and only internet production company that's truly plugged in. When you're looking for a full-service internet radio, TV production company, discover AMP2 TV. AMP2 TV is a full-service media company that can provide all streaming videos, video studios, radio studios, and television studios. Call us today at 866-224-5422. For no business is too small to grow to be accounted. It's time for your message to be seen. Let AMP2 TV help get you there.
AMP2 Media Productions, in collaboration with True Oldies Radio and Comcast TV, bring you the opportunity to spotlight your business on Monday Night Football on ESPN. By targeting your preferred Comcast region, your commercial will be spotlighted during NFL and NCAA football season, reaching over 1 million viewers. Let AMP help you amplify your impact in the community. Contact us at 866-224-5422 to create your own commercial today. Being a successful woman in business means having the courage to own who you are. We understand the challenges faced by women, and we are here to help. Our team is here to develop the best strategy designed just for you. Your path is unique, and with the right tools, you can accomplish your dream. From radio to TV, from podcasting to magazines, we create the visibility to amplify your impact in business. At New Dawn Media, we are here to help bring your message forward and help your business flourish. It is time for your message to be seen and your voice to be heard. Contact us at 866-224-5422 or brooklyncafe.tv. Your voice can make a difference.
What's up, everybody? This is Magchop Kenny. Thanks for jumping on the third rail with me today. This is the Third Rail Radio Show where the power is. Let's go. Welcome back. I am here with Joe Rubbo, actor, producer. He does it all. The guy does it all. Joe, I'm so glad you're here.
Glad to be here, my man.
So-
Finally, you saved the best for last.
Yeah, you got to. So let me tell you, you being in the industry for so long,
Yes,
the movie industry has really changed.
a lot.
And what are some of the changes that you, like what you were filming back in the day versus now? What are some of the differences that you see that are really like blatant?
Well, it's a lot quicker to put a movie out now, to finish it and stuff. I mean, usually it would take a year or so for the movie to come out after it was filmed with production. But now everything is computerized, digitalized, everything's crazy. And I mean, like we used to have to go back. I flew back out to LA to do voiceovers in a studio. Now you just do it on a computer.
Oh yeah,
Times just changed.
when we did when I shot The Squad, we needed to do voiceover work. They just took us in the closet and
Right.
did it right there. They recorded it right
Yeah,
there.
no, I had to go in the studio, watch the movie while it was going, and do the voiceovers.
Wow, that's wild.
Yeah, but the good thing about that, we did it in MGM Studios, and what was it? It was MGM, and I got to meet a lot of big celebrities who were on the set.
that's cool.
I met Sylvester Stallone. He was with Mr. T. I didn't know who Mr. T was, but they were doing the voiceovers for Rocky
wow.
3 in the studio. I met Walter Matthau that day, but Sylvester Stallone was my idol. I got to meet him. He was nice, really nice guy. And Mr. T, I thought was his bodyguard.
I feel like that's a whole nother level. Like, if you when you're acting and you shoot the scene, you do the lines or whatever.
Yeah.
But then you have to go back.
And redo it like you got to be in the scene again.
But oh man.
Yeah, only for that one
See,
scene.
that's a side of acting, let me tell you, that
Yeah.
I have not had to do yet or anything like it. You know, the voiceover I did was for where the camera's panning and we're
Right.
talking. It's not like I did a voiceover where I had to redo what I was saying.
Yeah, I had to get back into this. One of the scenes was when I don't know if you remember when I jumped in the bed with the mother by accident. So I
Yeah.
had to get all hyped up and make believe I was grabbing a boobie. Like,
Oh, yeah, I mean, think about that.
and it was funny. It came out good. It was
Like I saw one where Hugh Jackman was in. He had to do the voiceover thing, and he was on a treadmill and he's running and he's making all the noises for the scene. But I'm like, man, you've got to really memorize.
You got to get back into the scene.
the whole scene.
Yeah.
Because like a lot of films that I've done, I've had the leeway of the director saying, "Hey, listen, it doesn't have to be exact. We want to do it like this."
And I've noticed that today. A lot of directors do that.
Oh,
which
it
is
wasn't.
good.
It wasn't a thing back then.
No,
It couldn't be.
No, you had to stick to the script back then. But if you wanted ad-lib, you had to ask first. And like my director boss, the greatest ever. Would you mind if I tried something? No, sure, go ahead. But I tell you if I don't like it, Joel. You know what I mean? Or he would stop me in the middle. He goes, "Go back and do it the way you did it the first time." I mean, he was a genius. I want him to direct the movie we're gonna do.
The guest I had on the last show actually was talking about how in The Godfather, originally when he says, Michael Corleone says hello or whatever, right?
Yeah.
When he strangles the guy,
Yeah.
that wasn't in the script.
It wasn't?
No, it wasn't. The guy was telling me, he's like that. They actually were like, "Stop! What are you doing?"
And it was great.
But they liked it, so
Yeah.
they left it.
That's
So
awesome, yeah.
I've gotten to be a part of films where the director's been a lot more lenient with the
Yeah.
with the script.
One.
Yeah, Juan is.
Yeah.
Juan
let
gives
us,
he
let
writes
us
the script
ad-lib
that
the
way.
whole thing in the van. It was great.
Yeah, he gives you like a general idea of what you want to
Yeah.
be talking about, and then he
Yeah.
lets you run with it. He actually does more like with me. He gives me more lines that are more direct of what I'm going to say because I need that a little bit
Yeah.
better. But I think that is one of the things that a lot of people say is that the directors are allowing a lot more leeway
Yeah.
as far as what
They
people
wanted to
talk
look
about.
more natural.
Yes.
They wanted to lead more on natural than acting ability. Back in the
Yes.
day, it was pure acting ability. I mean, there was no acting in my movie. I was just acting like a jerk like myself. But I mean, back then there's some terrific actors doing some terrific things. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think that's one of the things that I look at some of the older films, and I hope that I can get into a film. I hope maybe it'll be something we do together, but I want
Yeah.
something with a really good dialogue.
Deep.
Like I'm a fan of Quentin Tarantino because it always has that dialogue. There's always
Yeah.
a lot
always
of
got some
talking
good
and
stuff,
everything
yeah.
like that.
I just saw something. I'm seeing it on Facebook. I'm seeing it on social media a lot. Scarface Part 2.
I don't. That's
Did he
like
die?
He died. He died.
Got
They
shot
can't do-
with a
I think
shotgun and he fell in the well.
It's probably somebody like somebody
it's
made that up because it's old. He's all old, you know. what I
Yeah,
mean?
but would he come back from the dead? It's getting a lot of views. Whoever's doing this smart.
I mean, it is smart.
I'm
That's what I would
back to
do.
get whatever. You just got. You got
Are they
your
going to
back.
do another American Virgin?
But, it's funny you say that. They were going to do a remake with director Brett Radner, and everybody flipped out. They didn't want to do it.
Really?
It was like he changed the script, and they're like, "Leave it alone. It's a classic." And I wrote a treatment to do a remake, but I put a little edge on it. We all had parts in it, all the old cast.
Oh, like
People
like
would
a
love
kind of a
that.
spin-off?
Yeah, they would
Yes.
want to see that.
Yeah.
I'm trying to sell that too, so we'll see what happens.
Yeah, I think that that would be really cool.
Yeah,
would be really
that
cool.
was the only way. But the way they wrote it was bad, and it was they changed it up a little too much. And a lot of things that we did, talking about old days and today, you wouldn't really go over in a movie today.
Yeah.
like the abortion scene.
Yeah.
that was
Oh,
kind of
yeah.
deep with the blood dripping on the floor and all the banging and the nudity.
Yeah, everybody is. Yeah, there's a lot of things that they can't do now.
crabs.
Okay. All right. Well, Joe, thank you for coming on
That's
the show.
it?
That's it. We're done.
Listen,
as fast
you can't
as
have me
this
and Kenny
goes
do
really
a half
fast.
hour.
No, we got to do an hour next time. Listen, thank you guys for watching. We ran over, but we'll be back. Stay tuned. I'll be letting you know who my next guest is. So watch my page.
Great to be back, brother.
Thanks, man. Thanks.
Take care, bud.
Take care. Have a good night, everybody. What's up, everybody? This is Magchop Kenny. Thanks for jumping on the third rail with me today. This is the Third Rail Radio Show where the power is. Let's go.